Hey, this is Sharlyn Lauby, author of the blog HR Bartender. And in this series of guest posts that we've been talking about learning and meetings, I want to show you how easy it can be for managers to convey learning in a meeting. It doesn't need to take hours. We're talking about minutes. And so I've outlined the steps in the post, but here's a real life example that we can use. Let's say, for example, we're in a restaurant. I'm the restaurant manager and I'm going to be talking with an employee. This is how the conversation would go. In the introduction, hey, how would you like to earn a few more dollars in your average guest check? The way you do that is through tips. And the way you can earn a lot of money in tips is by serving bottles of wine, particularly when you serve bottles of wine the right way. Guests are just so impressed with your knowledge and your technique that they'll put some extra money on the check. Now, have you ever opened a bottle of wine before? Well, if you have, this is a refresher, but if you haven't, let me show you a few tips that will help you get some extra dollars in your pocket. First of all, when the guest orders the bottle of wine, like this one here, oh, and by the way, just for you to know, it's empty. This is just a demonstration. Order this bottle of wine. Make sure that you always present the wine with the label facing the guest so that they know that this is the bottle of wine that they ordered. Once they confirm that this is the bottle of wine that they've ordered, then you can uncork the wine. Obviously, if it's a Stelv enclosure, you can simply screw off the cap, always keeping the bottle of wine and the label facing the guest. If you have to uncork it, then you can use your corkscrew to take off the outside edge, throw that away, and then undo the cork. If by chance the cork is being fussy and not leaving the bottle right away, then you can always take the bottle, place it on the table with the label facing the guest. Now, whatever you do, don't feel compelled to stick it under your arm or even worse between your knees in order to open a bottle of wine. If you run into any challenges, take it to the bar. The bartenders will help you get the cork out of it without damaging the wonderful wine inside. So now what I'm going to do is give you an opportunity to practice and open a bottle of wine for yourself. You do that, it's awesome. Then we're going to debrief a little bit about what happens again if the cork breaks, or if you need some assistance. Fantastic. So I hope that by spending a couple of minutes talking about the proper way to present and open a bottle of wine, that you'll use those techniques tonight on the floor and you'll see it in your paycheck. So thank you so much. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because what did this take? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? So when we talk about learning in a meeting environment, it doesn't need to be big and fancy. It needs to be a conversation, and your managers can do this. So pass along the tips. Have a great day.